Yo, what is up, YouTube? This is DBZ49 coming at you with a very fun rogue deck, and that is Tenyi Buster Blader. That's right. I merged Buster Blader with Tenyis to make a very fun, cool deck. I made it to where it's very competitive. I've seen a lot of success with it online, whether it's on Dueling Book and Edo Pro, and it's a ton of fun. It's very, very easy to play. One-card combos. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the introduction. Without any further ado, let's get straight to the profile, starting with the main deck. First of all, we play triple Tenyi Spirit Ashuna. Now, all the Tenyi cards have the similar effect to where if you control no monsters on your side of the field, or no effect monsters on your side of the field, you can special summon a Tenyi card from your hand. And if you do control a non-effect monster, you can banish this card from your hand or graveyard to special summon a Tenyi monster from your deck. But if you do, you're locked into worms. So yeah, he's pretty good. He tutors out more Tenyi monsters, and yeah. Next, we play triple Vishuda, the more common one that people know. This card allows you to. It's the same effect to this, to where you can special summon himself, and then you can banish it from your hand or your graveyard to spin a card from your opponent's side of the field to their hand. So that's pretty good. Next, we play triple Adhara. Pretty much, if you have a banished Tenyi card from your graveyard, and this card's in your graveyard while you control no non-effect monster, you can banish this card to add a Tenyi monster from your banished zone to your hand, so that's pretty good. Last for the Tenyi monsters, play the one Nahata, the one I don't even know how to say this name, Shthana, and one Mapura. So pretty much the green one is kind of like an honest, to where if a non-effect monster is battling and post monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, lower the attacking monster or your opponent's monster by 1500. This card, if a link monster gets destroyed, you can special summon one of those non-effect link monsters, special summon it back and destroy one monster post out of the field. This card, if your opponent targets a non-effect monster, you can banish it, negate the activation of that card, and destroy it. So that's pretty cool. And that is it for the Tenyi monsters. Next, we play double Mare Mare. I see some people running 3 of this card, but I think that's incorrect because you don't want to brick. I don't want to say it's a brick, but like you don't want to see multiple cards because you only need to go off with one. And you play cards like the Vessel and Foolish Burial, what have you. So you have access to this card most of the time. I would say like around 70-80% of the time. But this card allows you to spawn more tokens, and this card itself is a tuner. And you always want to special summon it off of Shaman to get your combos going. So yeah. Next, for like the Buster Blader stuff, we play triple Buster Whelp of Destruction Swordsman. Pretty much on normal summon, you can search any Buster card, and it's a 1-card combo. Pretty much, you normal summon, you search the trap card, and then you link it away for Almiraj, and boom, you have Buster Blader combo right there. So that's pretty insane. You don't really need your normal summon because your Tenyi monster summons itself. And so this card's a tuner as well, so you can make a Needle Fiber, and yeah, it's pretty good. Next, we play the one Buster Blader Destruction Swordsmaster, aka your brick. If you open this card, then you can't have your combo. So I was thinking about running 2, but then the deck space was so tight. I was like, okay, I'm only going to do the combo once, and my actual deck space was tight too. So I just cut it down to 1. And yeah, then we play the one Artifact Scythe, aka Destruction Sword. And this is pretty easy to search because you have this, you have your Link 2 monster to dump, you have Needle Fiber to summon it. So it's really easy to get the Buster Blader lock with the Artifact Scythe with this card. So that's pretty insane. Even if you open this card, it's not a brick because you can always discard it off a Shaman and then do your Buster Blader combo and then just use Buster Dragon to get this to attach to the Fusion monster. Next for our hand traps, we play triple Effect Veiler. Also good with the Selene package. I originally had War Thou, and I'll explain to that when I get to the spell section, but pretty much, like, it would search me an Effect Veiler, which is kind of nice, but at the same time, I was like, my Buster Blader already locks away my opponents from using their monster effects, but nevertheless, Effect Veiler is one of the best hand traps right now, and it's level 1, and yeah. Next, we play the best hand trap, triple Ash Blossom. Nothing much to explain there, and now moving on to spells, we play triple Vessel of the Dragon Cycle. This card's insane. This card's a Foolish Burial and a Road at the same time. So if you control a non-effect monster, you can dump a Worm monster and then add a Worm monster from your deck to your hand. So that's really powerful. Like, you always, if you don't have your Mare Mare, you always want to dump the Mare Mare and like essentially search whatever you need. Most of the time it's going to be Ashuna. And so yeah, it's a pretty good card. And finally for the spells, you just run the generics one-ofs. Foolish Burial to dump whatever you need. And then Monster Reborn is one of the best extenders right now. And yeah, now moving on to the traps, we play triple Prologue with a Destruction Swordsman. So pretty much this card gets you your Buster Dragon, and it dumps the other trap card and then the Buster Blader usually. And yeah, and then you want to search it off with triple Trap Trick, which can also search triple Imperm. So that's pretty good. So if you already have your trap card, by searching it off of Buster, you can just set the Imperm, and Imperm's really nice right now as a hand trap. So we play 9 hand traps in a 40 card deck, which is going to be the last card right here, Destruction Sword Memories. So you want to send it off with the trap card, and then you banish this card from your graveyard to banish like the Buster Blader and then one of the babies to have the lock. So that's pretty good. And yeah, that's it for the main deck. I wanted to play triple Wear Off the House to search like the Adharas, the Effect Veiler, or the Buster Whelp, but I just didn't have space, so I'm still trying to figure out how to incorporate space in it. But yeah, anyways, next we play for our extra decks. We played the one Fusion Monster and then the one Buster Dragon. So it's pretty cool because you're gonna have a really nice board, which I'll show you towards the end of the video, and you're gonna have most of the time the artifact sites with this. So even if this card dies because of the trap card, like you'll still have him as a beefy monster and have the artifact scythe attached to him, and he pierces also. And also if you play against decks like Rockets, like it's auto win. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Next for the Link monsters, we'll start with the Link 4s. We play the one Accesscode Talker and one Avramax. Accesscode is really easy to make, especially when you run the Selene package and Needle Fiber. And then like if you want to link away the Buster Dragon during your turn or something like that, very easy to summon, free pops or what have you. And yeah, it gets beefy. Then the Avramax is so good, so easy to make in this deck, because what you do is you have the Avramax on your field along with like Buster Blader and the Buster Dragon, so they can't attack your monster. Even if they were able to summon monsters and try to swing over it, they can't, because they're just gonna have to go by Avramax. So yeah. Next we play the Selene, because you got Needle Fiber to Veiler to Selene to Accesscode, so that's pretty good. Then the Needle Fiber, this card's so good in this deck because you can special summon any tuner from your deck that you need. Sometimes I summon the Destruction Sword Artifact Scythe one and just link it away for like a Link 3 or something, or a Link 2. It just depends on what I need at the moment. And you'll have that Buster in your graveyard for the access to the Buster Dragon, so that's really cool. Next, we play one Protector Whelp. So if you have the trap card in your hand, but you don't have any of the babies, you can easily summon this card. It's any 2 monsters. So you can use like Mare Mare, spawn 2 tokens, link those 2 tokens away for this, then link it away for something bigger so that you have the baby in your grave so you can resolve your Buster combo. Next, we run the one Almiraj, because there's going to be some times where you open kind of weird and you'll just have the Whelp, and so you'll just normal summon the Whelp, link away for Almiraj, have the trap, set the trap, pass kind of thing. You're going to have those weird, awkward hands, so I tried to like maximize every situation possible, and there's like, not even joking, like a 90 to 95% chance that you're going to resolve the Buster Blader combo, and there's very few hand traps that can stop it. So that's pretty good. Next we play the one Sahasrara. So this card's really nice if you're able to summon. So Link 4, it requires 2+ worm monsters. If you control a non-effect monster, your opponent cannot target any of your effect monsters with card effects or by battle. So that's really good, because if you have your Buster Blader combo along with this card, and you have like a non-effect monster token, which he can provide, which I'll explain in a little bit, like your opponent can't impermanent, they can't Widow Anchor it, they can't target your card, and like you're pretty much like have your opponent a lock, because they can't activate any monster effects. You have a really big board and they can't target your monsters, so it's really cool. And also if you have it with Avramax and you have a non-effect token monster on your side of the field, your opponent can't attack any of your monsters or target them with anything. So that's pretty good because of Avramax. It's the Avramax Sahasrara lock, which is very, very easy to do in this deck. So yeah, next we play a double Shaman, the best Tenyi Link monster, because you can discard any card from your hand, just special summon a worm from your graveyard, and if you do, you're not allowed to activate any other non-worm monsters from your extra deck for the rest of the turn. But that's fine because sometimes you just need to link climb into cards like Avramax or the Whelp card just to have in the graveyard or something like that. And just it's just a really powerful card. Allows you to get that Mare Mare to spawn 3 tokens. You just have so many monsters, so it's so easy to have the Avramax Sahasrara lock. That's really cool. Next we played the 1 Berserker. I had 2 because like there's an OTK where if you're locked into worms or something, you can have double Berserker and a Mare Mare, which is like 8,100, I believe. But I had to cut it because the extra deck space was so tight. There's so many cards I wanted to put. But yeah, finally we play a triple Monk of the Tenyi, obviously just to link away your Tenyi monster. So that's it for your extra deck, and now finally for the side deck, we play triple Nibiru. The one problem with Nibiru in this deck is that in order to trigger your Tenyi monsters, you can't have any effect monster inside the field, but Nibiru is such a powerful card and such a necessity in this format. Like, you need to have this card at your side deck or even your main. Next, we play triple Dark Ruin No More for those chaotic combo decks that spit out 5/7 negates. You just slap this card and just go ahead with your combo. Next, we play triple Lightning Storm to get rid of back row, and sometimes even the Regeki effect comes in sometimes. That's pretty good. Next, we play triple Cosmic Cyclone. You know, if you go first and you're playing against a back row deck, you can easily side this in. Also, another really good card to play, and probably just going to cut it for it, is 3 Heavy Storm Dusters, because it's searchable with the Trap Trick. But the thing is, like, it's kind of hard to go second with the card, because this card allows you to go second, right? But yeah, those are just the pros and cons there. And finally, you play a triple Evenly Match, because it's probably one of the best blowout cards right now, going second, especially against back row decks. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck profile, guys. Real quick, let me just show you guys like the 1-card combo right here. So obviously, you just normal summon, you link it away. Oh, well, I mean, obviously, you normal summon, use the effect, sorry, to get out this, right? And then you link it away for Almiraj, right? You go into Almiraj right here. So this is in your grave. This card's right here in a set. During your opponent's turn, you activate, okay? Send to your graveyard. Let's see, where is it? You send this and the Buster Blader, right? And, you know, they're in your graveyard right now. And then you want to banish the trap. So you got to banish it right here. Banish this, banish this. This is in your graveyard, right? So special summon your combo. And you always want to put in defense because of Lightning Storm. So you can just put it just like this. And yeah, that's the lock right there. But it's really cool because there's so many combos where like you can have this and then like an Avramax with it. Or the Sahasrara. It's very easy to make. You know, I might do a test hand video, I'm not sure. But the deck is so much fun to play. It can go first or second. It can play through a bunch of hand. It can play through Nibiru, which is insane. Because you'll have a non-effect token monster, then you can just further combo off with your Tenyis from your hand or graveyard. This plays around Nibiru because you summon it around your opponent's turn. You summon this at your opponent's turn. And let's see. The only cards that really stop it are like Super Poly. But Super Poly, not that many people play it. Dark Moon No More obviously hurts it. And then, like, you know, if you Sphere Mode Kaiju or whatever. But those cards people don't really play. Like Effect Veiler, Ash, and stuff like that don't really hurt. You're going to have the Sahasrara most of the time and have the non-effect token monster, so they won't be able to target your cards. Anyways, YouTube, that was a pretty long video. I don't want to make it too long, but thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, anything that you want to say, please post it down below in the video. I'll try my very best to look at your comments and respond. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and have a nice day.